Today I am going to tell you about the crash card. So crash card is also known as max card or the code card, and it is a combination of the shelves and drawer containing medication or different instrument on a wheels, which is used for the emergency situation, whether it is medical or the surgical emergency situation. So it's containing different shelves and the different drawers. Okay, so now I'll tell you what are things containing a crash card. So it's having a upper shelf, then shelf 1, then shelf 2. There will be 6 drawers, that is drawer 1A, drawer 1B, then drawer 2A, drawer 2B, then drawer 3A, drawer 3B, and there will be lower shelf. So now I'll tell you what shelf or what drawer containing which articles or which equipment. So upper shelf containing all kinds of IV fluids, that is whether it is NS, whether RL, isolate P or the DNS. Then we will move on to the shelf 1. So shelf 1 containing a medication which was injection adrenaline, injection atropine, then injection amiodarone, then injection hydrocortisone, injection vasopressin and injection xylocor. So these all medicines should be kept in the shelf 1. Then we will move on to the shelf 2. So shelf 2 containing a tray with all the article of the intubation. Then we will talk about the drawers. So drawer we will see one by one. So first we will talk about the drawer 1A. So drawer 1A containing the medication, that is dextrose 25%, 50% dextrose. Then there will be dobutamine, injection phenytoin, injection midazolam, injection avil and injection mannitol. So these all medicines should be kept in the drawer 1A. Now we will move on to drawer 1B. So drawer 1B is also containing the medication. So the name of the medication is injection magnesium sulfate, injection norate, injection calcium gluconate, injection beta log, injection soda bicarbonate, injection nitroglycerin, injection adenosine, then injection furosemide, injection levipil. So these all medicines should be kept in the drawer 1B. Then if we will talk about the drawer 2A, so drawer 2A containing all kind of syringes, every number, whether 10 cc, 5 cc, 2 cc, 50 cc and 1 cc. So every and different needles also we have to keep in that one. So different kind of number like 22 gauge, 24 gauge, then 26 gauge. So every numbers needles we have to keep in the drawer 2A. Then if we will talk about the drawer 2B, so it should contain there will be IV tubing will be there, IV set we can say or BT set, then different number of IV cannula like 20, then 24, then 22, then Discofix or we can say the Trivay, then PMO line. So these all articles should be kept in the drawer 2B. Then we will move on to the drawer 3A. 3A containing different numbers of gloves, 6 number, 7 number, 6.5, 7.5, 8 number. So every numbers gloves we have to keep or mask. So these gloves and masks should be kept in the drawer 3A. Then drawer 3B containing the infant feeding tube, then the Ryle's tube, and we can keep the suction tube also. Suction tube actually depends on the hospital protocol, so we have to keep in the drawer 3. Then if we will talk about the lower shelf, so it's shelf containing the defibrillator, and we have to check whether the defibrillator is working condition or not. Then every day in every shift we have to check the working condition of the defibrillator. Then there will be laryngoscope will be there. Then if we will talk about so all these contain the articles of the crash card. And one important thing, the supervisor has to check the crash card where all the article is there or not, and it should be covered and sealed. Lock will be there. So we have to check whether it is sealed or not, and if the seal is open for the crash card, the supervisor has to check whether for which purpose the crash card is open and which all article is not there. And if we are using any article from the crash card, we have to replace the article and keep it back, and supervisor have to keep eye on that whether it is sealed or not. So thank you friend, this is all about the crash card.